Welcome back to the channel, YouTubians, Powder Card Skill Dreams. First off, I just want to thank my subscribers, viewers, for the support, especially in this last video that I did concerning mental health. There was a lot of awesome responses, and I truly appreciate people taking the time to listen and comment. So I haven't been doing very many updates. I haven't really done a whole lot on the Mustang. We've been rebuilding the fence, and we have a triple lot, so it's been a lot. It's been a lot. We won't almost have one side done. I'll just show you a quick picture. Whatever. I'm sure you guys don't care too much about that, but anyways, that's where I've been. I've been working on that, and today we're not working on it. Got to go back to work, and then next set off we're gonna finish the other side. So anyways, so today I would like to show you guys how I polish my glass. When I first got back into model building, I used to, whatever the glass, you just put it in, right? And then I started I can't remember, this was quite so many years ago. I can't remember who suggested it to me or where I'd seen it even. Was to polish the glass, and it just, like, it makes a huge difference. So the glass that I'm polishing, like this stuff, it's in good condition. It's got, you know, a couple little scratches on it, but this would be perfectly fine just to throw right in, like, and it would look good. So, but I'm gonna polish it out. Now, if you have big scratches in it, I would suggest starting at 3,000. If you have the fine polishing sticks or pads or what have you, you know, just like if you were going for a mirror finish on your model, you would do the same thing for scratches, for deeper stuff, and use your compound, use your polish and your wax, right? So this doesn't have any scratches in it that I need to get out. It just has light scuffs. So I'm going to start with my Meguiar's polish. And then I'm going to finish up with my wax, Meguiar's wax. I'm not going to use the compound. I mean, you can if you want. I'm not going to sand it or anything. I'm just going to polish it up. It isn't, you can see there is, like, it's not super smooth. I think if I was going like with a super detailed build, I would polish this wet sand it with warm water and some Dawn dish soap, just to help it, just to help keep the your sanding stick or whatever it is that you use clean. I think so. Like I said, I think if I was doing a super detailed build, that's the way I would do it. I would polish it all up and do all that. But this model is just it's just for fun. Like it's got its issues. I didn't do a super polished job on it. I just did 3,000 pads, and then did the 3 stages of polish, compound, polish, and the wax, and it looks pretty darn good. It's not no show finish by any means, so that's why I'm just gonna polish the glass. Anyways, so this is kind of just I guess just a quick, easy way to get your glass to look a little bit better without going too crazy with it. So I'll flip this around and we'll polish this up. We'll get it mounted in. I'm going to install the glass with UV resin. And so I've never used the UV resin before, but I thought, like, it's clear. It'll set in 60 seconds, so why wouldn't I? Right? Why wouldn't I? Never done it before. We're gonna try. Okay, so let's get this turned around and see what happens. Okay, so I got all my glass ready. I'm gonna hit it with the polish. Make sure you shake this stuff up before you use it. And then usually I just, whatever's in the cap here, I just dip it in. And do your usual polishing process. I know some guys use the smaller rotary tools, and I think that would be awesome for doing glass. If you've never done it before, it would be a good way to, I think, practice, because trying something new on a paint job would be kind of scary, I would think. At least I would feel a little apprehensive about trying it. So I would say this would be a perfect test subject to try that technique. Is on the glass. I bet you it would work pretty awesome. So yeah, I can tell already, just from doing the first round on the outside, that it's looking a lot better. I need to get a newer microfiber. This one's getting pretty used up. So yeah, that looks pretty nice. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the inside as well. This might be a bit of a boring video, watching me do circles on the glass. I mean, everybody's seen this stuff, polishing and all that kind of stuff, but maybe you haven't. And if you haven't, this is a good time to check it out. Okay, we'll get all this wiped up and off, and then just give it a few yeah, that looks really nice. So those little tiny scratches that were on there, and they were just really light. Those are gone. By no means is it perfect, but that's you know how the glass comes. Okay, so I'll grab the wax and then I'll be right back. Okay, so we got the wax, and by no means am I saying you should go out and buy Meguiar's. Just use whatever you normally use for your car bodies. I use Meguiar's because it's readily available to me, the hardware store, and I mostly use automotive paints, and this is an automotive wax and polish and compound, so that's just how I do it. I did have the Tamiya stuff, but all my Tamiya stuff is dried up. But when I did use it, it worked well. Had no issues. And I used to use it for the windows as well. This is just what I have, so that's what I use. There's no other real reason for it. So I'm flipping it over and waxing the inside. So I guess another thing I could say, this is how fast it is to do one window. Like I've literally, what are we at, 6 minutes? So this is a real easy thing to do and vastly changes the look of the glass. And I think it's worth it for how much effort it takes. I think it's well worth the time. Okay, so that's wax and polish. And I think this window looks absolutely awesome. Yeah, it looks really good. I won't do the front yet. I'll just take you quickly through this process. And then I'll do the rest off camera, and then I'll have it all mounted up. So I'm going to get my UV resin and an applicator, because I haven't got that ready yet. And I'll be right back. Okay, so we're ready to go. I just wanted to show this real quick. This is a Badger product. I bought this at a show years ago, and it's got a little suction cup and you can pick up your glass without getting fingerprints on it. I'd been looking for, so I knew I had my pen, this part, but I couldn't find my suction cups, and I finally found it. It actually came with 3 of these different sizes, smaller and a bigger, but I ended up finding one. I know they're around, I just don't know where they are. But anyways, so if you end up getting one of these, so here's the website. I don't know if that's still a thing. I've had this for over 15 years. But anyways, so how you operate it, you push all your air out, stick it to the window, release this, and you're good to go. Then you can put it on. And then to release it, you just depress the air, pushes out the air, and releases the glass. So yeah, it's just the air pressure action. Okay, and then I also got right here a little blob of UV resin. This is what I got off of Amazon. I got the two-in-one with the UV light, which is this thing here. So I got all that. This two 100-gram bottles and the light from Amazon. So if you just look up this, there's a whole bunch of them out there you can choose from if you ever decide to use this stuff. But I love using this stuff for gauges, lights, headlights. You can make your own headlights. This stuff is awesome. I love it, and I love using it, and I love finding new uses for it. And that's what we're doing today. First time I'm using it for glass, so here we go. Okay, and then I got my micro brush, right? So that's that. Let's do it. See how this goes. So I got my glass. It's easy as that. Works really good. So just make sure I have. Oh, I'm gonna paint the underneath inside. After I put the glass in, so I'll paint it black. Okay, and that left no mark on that window. I mean, the nice thing about when you polish, it's a lot easier to clean off your fingerprints. Okay, so I'm gonna start applying some. Oh boy, that's not what I wanted. This stuff is pretty thick. And when it dries rock hard. So even if I put this on and the glass moves, I still have time, lots of time, to set it where I want it. Because this won't harden until I put the UV light to it. So that's the other cool thing about using this. Using this as a glue substitute. And of course I spilt it all over my desk. But that's easy cleanup because it's not going to harden up on me. I can just wipe it off. Good to go. Probably going a little overboard with it, but it doesn't flow very well, so because it's fairly thick. So I'm just going to go right around. Both sides. So make sure that's in place, because once I Once I hit it with the light, that's it. There's no going back. Okay. So it's gonna go a little dark. Plug my light in. Hopefully this will reach. I might have to move it over a little bit. Just put that light right over. Wait the 60 minutes, 6 seconds, sorry. And like I said, I really love this UV resin stuff. Ever since I seen it on who was it now? Jeez. I'll have to look it up and I'll have to add a caption. Anyways, I seen somebody else on YouTube using it. Not this particular, it was a UV light, I think it was, like a pen style. And he was using it for his gauges. And I thought it would be a really cool thing to add to the toolkit. So I bought some. And I like to use it every chance I get. Okay, so that was 60 seconds. 60 seconds. And there's a glass. Oh, of course I got a little goob in there. I don't know how that got in there. See it? Don't remember doing that. Didn't even see it. But I was saying before, I messed up on the, when I packed this away, it was, this trunk lid was laying on plastic. But I polished it up anyway. Meh, whatever. So anyways, you can see the little blob I made. So you gotta be careful, of course. Of course I screwed up on camera. Not a big deal. Still looks good. Yeah, that's rock hard. There's no wiping that off. If I would have noticed that before I put the light on, I could have wiped that off. But yeah. Oh well, that's okay. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, look at how good that glass looks, though. So it looks good. I think it looks awesome. It seems as if it has a slight haze from the waxing still. I don't know if that's on the inside or the outside. Just a little bit of a film. Okay, that's good. Might have been just from touching that. So there we go. So I think that looks really awesome. Where's the big, where is that on the inside? It's a big piece of lint. Anyways, I can't quite grab it with these. Anyways, that's the process I like to use regarding polishing, and then now I'm going to be using UV resin to install all of my glass into my bodies, and I'm gonna check the glass before I apply the light to dry it. Alright, okay, so thank you for checking the video out. I appreciate it. Hope everyone's doing well, and pad out, model on. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Thank you very much.